Hey, friends. Woo, I don't even know if y'all want that better lighting. I am a hot mess. I have not gotten ready. I barely I barely don't have my PJs on. Um, hey, oh, little buddy's still hanging out with me. Woo! If y'all are watching this on May the 4th, that was something this morning, was it not? Oh my gosh, all kinds of crazy and all kinds of hoopla, and I kind of feel like it was for nothing since R2D2 is still available, and that guy is still available. And the Grogu warmer is of course pre-sale, so he's pre-sale through next week. And the only thing gone is scent packs. Who knew? Been having a funny conversation with one of my friends about how weird it is that scent packs have been going so quickly. People are buying those up like crazy, and it's just, I don't know. That's one of those things that make you go kind of moments for me, because we've never had a problem with scent packs. But we've encountered a lot of problems in the last year that we never had before. Am I right? Whoop! I scared the cat. Sorry. My other little sidekick is here with me too. She's laying on her perch, taking her nap, kicking my hand. So if y'all hear snoring, it's her and it's not me. And for those of you who don't know, that is my cat Jingle Bell. Um, Also, for those of you who may not know me because you've never watched one of these recordings, or you're new to our team, my name is Heather Pratt. I am the director of the Greatest Dreamers. I'm super happy to have you tuning in whenever you tune in. I want to say thank you for being fun and flexible. We typically do Tuesday Talk on Tuesday evenings at 7:30 Central. But last week and this week, I have had church obligations that have kept me away from home for Tuesday night. So I am pre-recording and putting it on YouTube, and then posting the link in our Facebook group at our usual time. So you can still see me, even though unfortunately I can't see you and talk with you right now. If you have questions about anything I talk about tonight, please feel free to reach out and message me personally. Comment on the thread on our Facebook group. I will be honest, I don't really check comments on YouTube very often, like probably never. So that may not be the best way to get in touch with me. But before everything went crazy with the Star Wars Day launch, I did watch the Tuesday training. It was a really good one. SSD Tarisha Ghosh did the training. She talked really fast. She was trying to get everything done to give everybody time to have a little break, to get something to drink or a potty break before the launch. So she did a fantastic job, but it was a little quick, even for me. And y'all know I talk fast. So it is a new month, which means it is a new monthly learning plan. I am going to I will be following along with their monthly plan through this month. Starting in June, I am planning to do something different. I haven't exactly decided what that is yet, but I'm going to try to do more of my own content. Probably still going to go with themes, but we'll see. Like I said, I haven't settled on that yet. My brain has not gotten to that point this month. I know I want to start something different for summer, just kind of as we start stepping toward the fall selling season, which is always crazy busy. That does not give you any excuses to not be working your business right now. There's too many awesome things coming out of the Cincy warehouses to not be sharing, and taking advantage of all of that. But I know all of this stuff is great for preparing as well, but I want to get real specific over summer and talk about, probably going to talk about PRV, how to get sales in June, and probably talk about recruiting in July, and probably going to talk about sponsoring in August. We'll sprinkle that in with some other things because not everybody wants to be recruiter sponsor, and that's totally okay. But for May, we will be talking about renewal. Since Sarah says this is going to be a fresh look on all of the things. That's how fast I was taking notes this morning. Fresh way to look at how we do our business. And I love this concept. And I think it's one that I have been in renewal seasons multiple times over my 10-year career as a consultant, and I think it's one of those things that needs to be talked about more. I think it's a great conversation to have. I encourage everybody to have a conversation with themselves at least quarterly, if not every month, to look at what you're doing, to analyze whether or not it's working, and think of ways that you can do your business better. Allison Dalkey is our superstar director, and she's often preaching about working smarter, not harder. I think that's absolutely true, and that's always a direction we want to be going with in our own brains and our own business analysis. I am a very, very busy woman. As you can tell by these church obligations, for one thing. Not only do I have a Scentsy business, that's actually about fourth, fifth on the list of my things. I am a Jesus follower, and I'm very involved with my church. I am a wife. I am a mom to 2 kids. I have this business. My husband and I also own a commercial cabinet shop. And that is a fairly new business, so there's a lot of learning going on there. I don't have to do that daily. I do the books and whatnot. Um, but I'm really busy. Even though I work from home full time, I'm not only working on Scentsy during all of those hours. So uh, the smarter I can get about business, the more I can do things easier, what works best in the nooks and crannies of even my life. It gives me more time to spend with my family, or my house probably needs a whole lot of work, which is a whole other conversation. So I'm really glad we're going to be spending this month talking about renewal and taking fresh looks on all of the things that we do as consultants. This week's task, that's the way they break down. We got a monthly theme, and then we've got a weekly task. So the first weekly task is about sharpening your sharing skills, um, different ways to get better ways, new ways to get your 200 PRV every month to be active. Obviously, if you're a lead or above, or you have a team, you're wanting to be at 500 or above in order to take your personal step toward being able to earn leadership bonuses, right? And Teresa spent her time in this weekly task on sharpening your sharing skills to be talking about parties. But a lot of what we talk about within the realm of a party is also things that you can take to either your Scentsy business page or your Scentsy VIP group, or wherever you are running your business, even if it's party packs. So even though they're technically party ideas, you can definitely take these and pivot. That's our COVID pandemic word, right? To use it wherever you need to use it. So Teresa talked about having creative ideas for parties, doing party themes, playing fun games. They not games that cost money; they're free. Coaching and involving your host. Fun with the limited time offers like we had today, mystery bags, crates, etc. Getting creative with social media. One of the things she mentioned was having a product of the day, and I really like that. Using stories, reels, VIP groups, and newsletters to share what Scentsy has to offer, what you as a consultant have to offer. So let's start with talking about themes. Teresa's advice was make it kind of like it's the host's birthday party. Remember when you were a kid? I'm sorry, my phone is like blowing up. Remember when you were a kid and you had birthday parties? I hope you had birthday parties. Didn't we always want to have a theme to our party? I remember having multiple strawberry shortcake parties. I've seen pictures of Winnie the Pooh parties. I think when I turned 15, I had like this a pre-Sweet 16 party. We had a pool, so I had a pool party. I don't remember some of the other ones. Those are just, I remember I had a clown party, which is really weird because I don't like clowns. I even remember my dad as a grown up having a Razorback themed birthday party. So keeping that in mind, and this is where the getting to know your host and having a really good conversation with them really comes into play for making this work well for them. Because the key to all of this is being excited. Not only are you as a consultant going to be excited because you're excited you're having a party, you're excited you're going to get some PRV, but you want your host to be excited as well um, about earning some product. That's why they're hosting. And again, these are still things you could take to a VIP group. Maybe you have a theme in your group or your page for the month. So what are some ideas for things? You have girls' night out. That's always a popular one. Sip and sniff sessions. If you are helping a group who is into adult libations, you could have a margarita party. You could have a wine party. Um, whatever the case, some fruity little cocktail party. Uh, you could have, it's May, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. You could have a Hispanic or Mexican themed party. Um, Today is May the 4th. You could have a Star Wars themed party. I'm trying to think of other things, and my brain is just fried. I'm sorry. And like I said, I didn't take all of the notes I wanted to because it was kind of frantic. So I do recommend that you take some time when this posts to the training center on Thursday and go watch it. But themes are meant to be fun, and the themes can help you when it comes to making images for the event or making videos if you're going that way, or decorations or food if it's an in-person thing. You can even do a theme if it's a catalog party or a bag party. Just put something geared toward the theme with your, if you're wanting to do like a sparkle and shine party or a rainbow party, hang something on your bag that kind of goes to that. Maybe it's a unicorn thing, and if you've got a unicorn buddy clip, even though they may or may not be available right now, I don't think they are. It will get people asking questions. So, creative idea for your VIP group, your business page, your parties. Have a theme. It can be a seasonal theme. It can just be something that's fun. Maybe if this is just talking about you and not a host, it's just something that gets you excited. Maybe you're going to share a little bit of your personality. I personally love the idea of having a monthly theme for your VIP group. If you are on my team and on our Greatest Dreamers Facebook group, you'll notice that like the shout out images that I create are all similar. They're the same basic thing. There's kind of a theme going on there. And I try to theme it seasonally. So I don't remember what April's look like because I haven't finished my shout out recognition stuff yet. But you get the idea. So next thing up is games. Teresa said that there is a website called triviamaker.com where you can make up your own trivia games and post those. She said there is a free version and there is a paid version. She tested out the free version for a while and liked it. It was going really well, and she determined it was worth the investment in her business to upgrade to their pro version or whatever it's called. This was something new to me. I'm definitely going to check it out because it was an income producing activity for her because it got people involved. And I know I have heard from some of you saying you're really struggling to either get people involved on your VIP page or you're struggling to get people involved in your parties. So that might be something worth looking into and seeing what absolutely use the free version just to see if that helps. A fun game to play in person or even online, Pictionary. Bingo. Of course, we can't like charge to play bingo. This is just a bingo for fun kind of thing. Another fun game is if when you have a host or use yourself as the host, have a memory lane game and who knows the host or who knows the consultant best. And then another idea is a scavenger hunt. I know I've actually posted scavenger hunts on the fronts of my catalogs before. Those are, to me, those are really fun because it's kind of a mix between, it's not really a trivia, but it is a scavenger hunt, but you give them things to go look for either on the website or in the catalog, and it kind of forces them to look at what we have to offer, and that saves you some questioning later, or maybe it gives, they see something that sparks them to want to ask questions, or you can gear it toward, you can make sure they go see the host information. So they will book a party themselves, or you make sure they go look at the join page. Like on a scavenger hunt, how much does it cost to join Cincy? And honestly, you could have a multitude of answers there, right? Um, so those are some great ideas for games. So there's all kinds of interaction posts. You can find them if you Google it or look on Pinterest. Those also tend to get a lot of, they're called interaction posts for a reason. So you can make a game out of those, or it's just a good way to get some conversation going. If you are doing a party and you have a host, the absolute most important thing, I think, is your host coaching. You need to make sure you're having a conversation and having multiple conversations with your host. You need to have them before the party, during the party, and after the party. You are asking this person to partner with you to earn them rewards, which of course is also earning you PRV, which translates into commission. And they're kind of sort of being the consultant for the week or the consultant's assistant for the week, however you want to phrase it. I see consultants say it. I've said it myself. When you're trying to talk somebody into hosting a party for you, and you're like, it's so easy, I will do all the work for you, I just need you to show up. Well, no, you need them to do a little bit of work too. It's called earning host rewards for a reason. The host rewards, just like any other order, is not going to land in anybody's lap on accident. You're going to have to do a little bit to get it there. And their involvement is going to make a world of difference in making that happen. They know these people better than you do. If we're talking about a party setting, they are the host's friends and family and coworkers. They're going to see stuff as like, oh, that reminds me of my friend so and so, and that's going to, that's their translation point. They need to interact. They need to be sending the personal invitations. Just don't mislead them into thinking that, oh, just show up. Their number one job is to get people to the party and to get people interacting within the party. Obviously, if it's an in-person situation, it's a little bit different. They get people there, and you as the consultant can kind of do the heavy lifting of sharing and getting people engaged and doing icebreakers and that sort of thing. But when it's online, you really need some help from that host. Make sure your host makes a wish list. Why are they having this party? As a consultant, you have heard me and possibly other leaders say, know your why. What is your why? I was looking to see if I have mine written up here. I kind of do. Not really. If you know your why, that's what helps you get up in the morning. It helps you to be inspired to sit at a computer for 2 hours to order an R2D2 warmer or 10. Because your why is powerful enough to make you do things that you might not ordinarily do. Nothing wrong, of course, or inappropriate, but it'll make you do the work. It'll make you brain fried for the day because of a Star Wars launch. So the wish list is their why. This is from me, not Teresa. And it's also a talking point for you in the party, whether it's in person or it's online. Hostess Jane is trying to earn a diffuser. Make sure the guests know that there's something she wants, and you don't want to like, it's your job to help her get it. You don't want to go there. It's like every order you place gets her closer to getting that diffuser, and then it gives you an opportunity to talk about the diffusers, right? So, and it'll help them, like I said, be engaged, invite people who aren't just going to show up for freebies or just games, invite people who might actually order. It'll help them to, send out those personal invitations. And it's super important to get them involved and make sure they know that it's important for them to be involved. Remind them, these are people it's not people that I know. The better feedback I can get from you, the better I can tailor this party, the greater the likelihood of us getting you that wish list. Get social. Don't just be social yourself. Hopefully they are a little bit of a social butterfly. If they're not, don't force them into doing something that they're not comfortable with, of course. But if they're comfortable with them, get them to share. Say, hey, I'm trying to earn this diffuser. And maybe why do they want that diffuser? Is it gorgeous? Do they have other Scentsy diffusers that they like? Why? Do they use Scentsy oils already and they want a diffuser to go with it? Why do they want that diffuser? Use stories. If they have stories about using our products, share the stories. If you participated in World Tour, we had this fantastic guest speaker who talked a lot about building a story brand. There's also a guy out there that's actually called Building a Story Brand. Her name is Kendra Hall. She talked a lot about how personal stories are really the bridge between just seeing a product sitting on a shelf versus just having a personal story. If I had a big Mandalorian story, I probably would have shared it recently. I don't. We literally just started watching it Sunday night. But if you've got a personal story to go along with a product, it makes a difference. That's why I'm always encouraging people to try products you haven't tried before. I've been using Scentsy Fresh on my sheets. I shared about it to begin with. I'm probably going to share about it again. I use all of the Scentsy products, to be real, but sharing those stories is great. And for you as the consultant, it's good for you to share stories. Obviously, if it's your VIP group or your business page, it's kind of all about you and your stories, not just about marketing images that you're pulling off of the workstation, but get some personal pictures. Put your kids in the pictures, put your animals in the picture, put your face in the picture. If it's a party, see if you can't get your host to do the same thing. Ask her, that could be an involvement game. Everybody who has Scentsy, go and take a picture of the nearest product to you right now, or take a picture of your favorite Scentsy product. So get everybody involved, getting social, and grow, 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 grow. Have fun. It's critical for you to be enthusiastic, for you to be having fun. If you're not having fun with this business, I'm here to tell you you're not doing it right. As stressful as today was with the glitch and the going down and the coming up and the .com and all of the things, it was so much fun to hang out with Mandy and with Morgan and Christine and Patty and my friend Diana. I had 3 conversations going on. and 3 because Morgan actually started us a thread with her and Patty and Christine and myself. And honestly, Saturday morning at 2:00 in the morning, Christine and I were talking a little bit. I've done, I don't know how many launches where I'm talking to some of my director friends, or I'm talking to my friend Diana in Oklahoma City. And as stressful as some of these launches are and wee hours of the morning, it's such a blast to get to hang out with other people doing the same crazy thing you're doing at whatever hour of the day it is, and whatever glitches we have, to know we're in it together and we're talking about stuff and we're having so much fun with it. And I love getting boxes in. I've got 2 headed my way. I got notices yesterday and I'm super excited. It's like Christmas every time I open a box. I love this little display back here. I've been working with it, cleaning it up a little bit. And I love what I get to do. I love talking to people about Scentsy, whether it's training, trying to help you do better with your business, or it's introducing people to our products. I love what I do. And if you're not loving it, let's talk and find out why. Because if you're living in stress land, you're not going to want to do the work. That's not to say that I don't occasionally have some stress, 100% do, but that's not where I live. I live in the fun zone of Scentsy because that's the best place to be. Your guests, whether your guests to your VIP page or group, or to your business page, or at a party, they want to have fun too. They don't want to be sold to. This is not about selling. It's about sharing personal stories, what you use personally, how this business has affected you, whatever the case may be, and having some fun in there. That's what themes are about. That's why you can make some fun themed food, or wear a hat. Teresa Goach, just prime example. She showed up this morning and she literally had on a Darth Vader mask when her camera came up, and it was the funniest thing, and it really set the tone for the rest of the training. So and it was fun for us as her guests as it was for her. So Have fun yourself, bring the enthusiasm. It's going to be contagious, and that's going to help your guests have fun as well. Attraction marketing is a real thing if you are in the social media realm. And I think this also goes in person. If you are clearly loving what you get to do, other people going to be attracted to it. And it doesn't necessarily about all of those stock pictures or what have you. My best favorite picture from the day is I rolled back from here a little bit. I had Grogu sitting over here right beside me by the computer. I had my kitty cat laying here taking a nap. I was watching the all consultant call, and I scrolled back, and it's like this is my life, and I love this life. I've got Grogu waiting on the launch. I had my cat snoring, and I was learning. I was living my best life for that moment, and I think that's going to get more attention and more positive attraction than just me saying we have a Star Wars launch today. Although I did that too. So there's a good blend of that in there. You want to attract people to your products, to you as a consultant, and to this business. The other thing about growing, if you truly want to grow in this business and you want to make it, more than what you have now, the key is be consistency, consistency, consistency. Consistently be getting your 500 PRV and consistently be recruiting, ideally 1 to 2 people a month. I've nailed down the 500 a month. I'm working on the recruiting thing. And for me, it's like I'm picking somebody every day to offer a $20 kit to. I mean, $20. Come on, it's $20 to join. It's a little kit. What I'm telling people is like, best case scenario, you're spending $20 to get a mini warmer, a bar, 20 wax testers, 5 catalogs, and some samples. The warmer alone is worth $20. Why not give it a shot and see what you can make back for yourself? Or, whether you're wanting some pocket change every month, you're wanting to get paid back on what you order, or you're wanting to, really make a go at this business. I mean, why not? It's $20. You spent $20 last week on something, I'm sure, that's not going to pay you back. It's $20. So a couple of questions came up at the end. I was starting to get a little antsy because it was getting real close to that time for launch. But 2 things I picked up on. The big question was, how are you getting people to agree to party? I know this is something I struggle with as well, and I loved her answer, and I've heard it before. And I'm bad about offering it because I'm really good at just taking an order. But she said the thing that's really been a game changer for her is anytime somebody contacts her to place an order, she says, well, there's three purchase option. There's free, there's half price, and there's retail. Which one do you want? And if they say they want free or half price, then you tell them this is how to do it. And so, well, what do you do if somebody doesn't want to do this week-long Facebook event, or in the pandemic, they're not wanting to take a bag, or they're not wanting to meet in person? What do you do? She has a party menu. These are your options. You can send text message to 20, 30 people. We can do a small group. We can do a 4-day mini event. We can do a week event. You can take this pouch with you. You can take catalogs, or you can just share a link. I mean, there's all of these different options, and she just puts it together on a menu and said, here's your options, take it. So I really liked those 2 ways of doing things. I'm hoping to implement a couple of those myself, and I hope you are as well. And that was all of it. At that point, she's like, I'm going to be done there, and we're going to go, and we're going to rock this Star Wars launch. And that was it. But I thought these were some really, really good tips and tricks. There were some really good slides. They always do a PowerPoint presentation. And I tried to jot down as much as I could, but I know I missed some of it. And as excitable as I get, I'm not nearly as much fun and exciting as Teresa. And that was actually one of the things that Sarah hit on. It's really important. Yes, we want you to be fun, to be having fun. We want you to be excited, but it's also really important to be truly authentically yourself. And Teresa talked about how, she's just got this, she considers herself an introvert, but she's got this really gregarious, fun-loving personality. And early on, she found that she was trying to do things the way other people did it. Not necessarily she was trying to be somebody else, but she was trying to do things the way somebody else did it. And she didn't, it wasn't working. And it wasn't, she's kind of holding back, being a little reserved. And it wasn't until she just let her true, authentic self out to do the things and to just be who she was and show the excitement that she had for the business, and being silly, like wearing a Darth Vader mask, that her business changed. She was getting more people joining her team, more people, her customer base grew, more orders. And it was just, she let herself shine. And that's, I think, what all of us need to do more of. Quit being afraid of what this business can do for you, or quit being afraid of what your friends are going to judge. There's plenty of people out there. There's always going to be haters. I don't care what you do, what you say, who you are. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't get it, who doesn't understand. The important thing is that you understand, you know what you're going after, and you just be truly, authentically who God made you to be, and you share that with the world. You share your love of the product. You share the craziness of a Star Wars day, or whatever the case may be. I mean, you might want to tamper how much crazy goes on in the background, because that might scare some people. But focus on the fun and be who you are. If you're not a crazy go-getter themed party kind of person, then don't do that. Do the best party that you know how to do, and see if it's working for you. If it's not, then sometimes we got to step out of that comfort zone. It's like, maybe I could try a themed party and see how it goes. And you never know what trying something that's not inauthentic, it may not be. There's a big difference between authenticity and comfort zone, and you got to make that change. And I know that's something for me, is like, that's not me. But is it not me because it's not me, or is it not me because I'm not comfortable doing that? And a lot of these conversations are, I'm not comfortable doing that, and I've got to get past that and just do it anyway, and still be authentically me. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you again for pivoting. I hope you learned a little something. I hope you will go and take one thing out of this, either monthly themes or games, or sharing more of your story, or try having more fun. That's the thing, right? Or asking people, telling people there's 3 prices, whatever the case may be. Pick one thing and roll with it for the entire month, and sharpen your skills in that one thing, just one. Bonus points if you send me a message and say, hey, I watched your video, great information. I am going to do this one thing for May. I would love to hear it. I would love to have the opportunity to cheer for you as you do that one thing. And that's kind of all there is. Mwah! I hope you'll have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.